what I tend to do is put half a glass of juice and then the other half is water.
That's good.
Yeah.
I think that sounds good. Because I do that as well.
Yeah, because I know it's very sweet.
Yeah.
But you still want some juice.
So quick alertness, great. Convenience. I went to Tesco just a bit and I saw energy drink for like 50p. You know, like normal, like if I want my ginger beer, that costs like nearly £1. Then we have fruit juice, right? So like 150 mils per day. So one smoothie bottle can have 3 times the standard amount in a 150 ml guide. So for example, if it's 3 times, that means 7 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep.
This is The Breakfast Show on Liberty Radio.
Good morning. This is your breakfast show. I hope you've been enjoying those beats, back-to-back beats from the man of sound himself, the one and only Brian, the man of sound. That's right, guys, give it up. Okay, and it is a Wellness Wednesday here today on the breakfast show, and we look at tools, tips, and ideas in order to take care of the only temple we have to live in while we're here on this earth. And guys, if you didn't know, today we got our first screen there. We're looking at the subject of boost or bust. Boost or bust. When we look at the idea of energy drinks and smoothies, we're going to look at the good, the bad, or the ugly. Are they fueling us or are they fooling our bodies? That's what we're going to be touching on today on the show, guys. Even this graphic looks so refreshing, but to everything, there's a good, there's a bad, and there's an ugly. And just before the timeout, we gave you guys the morning coffee question for today. To see what your thoughts are, all right? And we asked the question earlier, if when it comes to your drinks, all right, which one sounds more like you? That's what we asked. Which one sounds more like you when it comes to beverages? And we gave you 4 options, but obviously you could choose either or something else if you want to. And we asked A, some people, they reach for energy drinks or coffee when they're tired when it comes to their relationship with drinks. B, you're the type of person who prefers smoothies or juice or fruity drinks because we consider them to be healthy, right? C, drink mostly water and avoid both, right? So don't do coffee, don't do smoothies, just drink water. Or D, I know I need better drink habits. All right, now we're gonna come into that. We've got Mama Sonia over here. She's entering the breakfast show kitchens. Good morning to you, Mama Sonia. Wagwan. Take a seat. All right, while you settle in. All right, guys. So that's what we're asking today, and we have a few comments here in the breakfast show broadcast. If we just have a look there, Brian. The first one comes from Shazad Tyler. Let's see what he has to say about that one. He's drinking habits. I mean, he's a guy that he's gone through a whole wellness reform. You know, he was like normal Shazad, then he turned into mighty Shazad. You know, and this guy literally is pulling up biceps from everywhere, including the side of his neck. So I'm curious to see what he has to say about this. Shazad, I want to hear you, brother. Fire.
Honestly speaking, I start my job at 5 a.m. And traditionally I make a smoothie from home.
Okay.
Try to take it with me, but with this heat wave, I have genuinely picked up the habit of reaching for the energy drinks.
Wow.
Or in winter, grabbing the coffees.
Okay.
Purely for the purpose of that very fast, sugary high.
Okay.
Just so I can crack on with work.
Yes.
Even though I genuinely know how bad they are for you.
Really, brother? Okay, pause it. So that was Shazad Tyler. So before he goes to work, he uses the energy drink to get a refreshment, to get energy high, but in the back of his mind, it's like, I know this isn't the best for me. So Shazad Tyler, he was he's been a B. He's been a B, yeah, A, B. All right, let's see. We got is that Lady Jazz? Yeah, let's see what Lady Jazz has to say.
Hello. So in my case, because I've gotten into that habit, so normally it's a peppermint tea.
Peppermint tea, okay.
Or a hibiscus tea or
okay.
lemon and ginger tea. Normally that's me in the morning.
Oh, so good and faithful.
I only have a cup of tea as a treat, but you know what? Now and again, it depends on how I feel, and this happens to me once in a blue moon.
Oh, the feelings.
Sometimes I would go for the Lucozade Energy, especially the original one.
Oh.
But yeah, I love broth, so I wouldn't avoid broth, but I had to pick one. So yeah, I would say I come close to C in a way.
C, yeah? Okay, so that's T. Hey, Breakfast Show family, I hope you enjoyed Brian's beat. All right, so that was interesting. So Lady Jazz, she's got into the habit of bone broth because she herself has been on a fantastic health journey, and so she would choose, but she does C. So she mostly drinks water, which is quite interesting. I've got Mama Sonia here. How you doing, Mama Sonia?
Bless up, man.
Yeah, bless up.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I can see you looking lovely there with the green.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, ready?
Yeah, man.
You know, I don't, Brian, do you know if Jamaica's in the World Cup? No, oh gosh, yeah. Okay, I was gonna say like Jamaica in the World Cup. They're more running. They're about running there, all right. So, Mama Sonia, I know you're big with the water. You know, when it comes to staying hydrated, because in the UK, those of you who don't know, I know some countries it's your winter, but here in the UK we're having a summer, and you know, a lot of people are getting excited. And, you know, what are we reaching for? So, you know, we gave people some options. Like they say, I reach for energy drinks or coffee when tired. Some people, we gave an option to, I prefer smoothies, juices, or fruit juices. C, I drink mostly water and avoid both. And D, I know I need better drink habits, just in general. So what would yours be? What would you be?
C.
You're C. You're definitely C. I know with confidence, huh?
C.
Yeah?
All the way.
I think by the time we've had so much of you on this show that we know that you don't play with your water.
I mean, I'm ramp with it at all.
I think there was someone that you threatened to check to see if they had their water on them, right?
On the bus.
It's Mama Sonia.
Yeah, I sat beside her and I looked at her and I said, hello. And she said, hello, and she smiled. I said, have you been drinking your water? She looked at me and she smiled. She went in her bag same time and took out the bottle and started drinking.
Wow. Look at you. See, you're an advocate for health, Mama Sonia. That's why we love having you, because when I start to go to the dark side and I start to depart from the wellness ways, I just remember you and I start to straighten up. You know, like, for example, I put on a little bit of weight and I'm like, Mama Sonia's gonna see me, so I better spend some time on the treadmill. Just go walk somewhere. Let me just go walk somewhere so I can at least come back with some good news. If I see Mama, I don't have to keep my head down.
No.
Yeah. But so it was quite interesting looking at our habits. So just judging by the poll, guys. By the way, before I continue, we've got some comments here in the live chat. So we have here Diane, we have Camille, we had Mark, we had Amalia. We got David saying, good morning, BSF. What day, wellness, when day, yabasodo sayadaya. Something. All right. Then we have, okay, poof. All right. So then we had, so in the polls, these were the results from our Breakfast Show faithfuls, right? So in first place, most people say they drunk D. No. Most people C, yeah. So most people, they were C. They drink water and avoid soft drinks and smoothies altogether with 53%. Second was B. I prefer smoothies or juice, which was B. That's 32%. And then we had 14. I reach for energy drinks or coffee when tired. That was 14%. And then we had finally D, who are honest and say, I know I need better drink habits. So that's quite interesting results from our Breakfast Faithfuls, and we're going to help you to make this decision and to know why it's important to make this decision today, guys. Okay, in UK it's hot. I know in Africa and Fiji it can get hot. Wherever you are, it can get hot. But what are we putting in our body? Are we boosting our body, or are we fooling our body? That's the question that we're asking today. All right, guys. So, and we're not here to shame anyone. It's just about understanding the relationship we have, so we can build better habits. Yes. All right. You know me, I put myself out there. When I need to change something, I need to change something, and then I learn something on the show, and I say, you know, I'm gonna go and do it.
Me too.
It's like that with all of us. Okay. So, here's first thing we're gonna start with. All right, just to go into the main crux of it. Oh, okay, we've got some messages here. By the way, just a quick one. As we're keeping hot during the summertime, do you know tomorrow's going to be singles hour on in Finsbury Park? So yeah, so Pastor Matthew and his wife are going to be holding the singles hour. So if you're a single person, I'm just ringing the bell. Yeah, some of you might go to work later on and be able to discuss. I'm saying it first thing right now, 7:45, 8 o'clock. We're going to have singles hour tomorrow. Go out there and meet someone, and we'll prepare you for it on the breakfast show in the morning, okay? All right, so let me go into this now. So let's have a look at the first part that we're going to look at here today, all right? And the first thing I want to share with you guys is, like we said, boost or bust, all right? So basically, here's normally what we normally think to ourselves, all right? Normally, we're usually at the innocent stage. So when we think about drinks, it's just one can, right? We say to ourselves, it's just fruits. It is 0 sugar. It says vitamins. It's natural. It's better than skipping breakfast. It just needs something, I just need something cold. I need energy to get through the day, like Shazad Tyler said. So we start off innocent. There's a good intention there, but the problem usually does not start with abuse. It starts with convenience. Convenience. All right, that's what we're looking at first. All right, but then comes stage 2, the normalization stage of these things. Now, I haven't told you why they're so bad yet. I haven't gone into it just yet, but let me tell you something. That's something. Show you something. The normalization stage. One drink becomes a daily work habit. One smoothie becomes a large bottle every morning. I've seen those smoothies in there. When they reduce the price, my hand just reaches out and grab it. Is that you, Mama Sonia?
Me not drink them.
You never drink them? You never touch
drink them.
It's natural.
Is it?
I like to think so.
Is it?
I like to. But listen, soft drink becomes a default refreshment. So we're still acting like we're 9 years old, right? We heard that soft drinks are bad for us, but because we still think we're 9 and nothing's happened to me yet, I'm still okay. Hey. All right. So we literally drink soft drinks like it's normal, like it's just a beverage, like it's water.
Yeah, it's just another thing.
0 sugar creates a false sense of no concern. I have to admit, I have my favorite brand of a 0 sugar drink that I like, but there's no cause for concern, we think. And then fruit smoothies get treated like water. And I said, I'm guilty of that. So once a drink becomes normal, we stop questioning it. That's the next stage. So first, the problem usually doesn't start with abuse. It starts with convenience. Then once a drink becomes normal, we stop questioning it. So we just keep doing it. Then 3, the portion creep stage. So people do not always sip small amounts. People chug whole bottles, cans and cartons.
Preparing for the next one.
I'm telling you, man. Like it's like the more you drink, I will refresh myself. I'm refreshing myself, right? This is the idea. We chug it. A smoothie can move from a small glass to a 500 ml bottle. A drink can move from occasional refreshment to routinely daily habit. Like Shazad was giving us a very good example. It just makes it a real habit nowadays. So he says the danger is not always the drink itself. Sometimes it's the size, the frequency, and the fact we chug it like water.
Sometimes them chug it more than water.
Yeah. This is the crazy thing. All right. So, so we have these things that we're going to be looking at today, guys. And so here's the thing. Let's go to slide number 2. Here's the big challenge that we have. All right. The big challenge that we have is the components of these things. So when we said about innocent beginnings, all right, check this out. This lovely design. So how good habits can quietly become unhealthy patterns. So we have the refreshment stage. It feels good, right? And a simple boost. Convenience, easy to grab, fits into your busy day. Normal becomes daily, right? And then the portion creeps. We get so used to it, we start increasing the portions, and then there is hidden damage coming on. All right, it can affect our sleep, it can affect our mood and focus, and then we start to suffer. So the danger is not always the drink, it's the relationship we build with the drink. Usually when we have a drink, we normally it's like our trademark drink. You know what I mean? Like there's a certain drink that comes kind of, we make it be like our prestige. So some Lucozade, they see Lucozade as a sport. You know what I mean? But there's more to it. Imagine if you start drinking that regularly as if it's like part of life. And then here's one of the biggest things. And I'm going to tell you one of the biggest challenges that we have as we're going to go for a very, very short time out. But I hope you're getting this, guys. So we're going to go into this. We're going to dissect what the issue is. We have Anonymous saying B. B is Anonymous's challenge, which is I prefer smoothies, juice or fruit. We're going to break it down. We're going to break it down now, all right? I just wanted you to know how this all creeps in. Nobody's an abuser of beverage to start, all right? And joining us in the studio, we have Miss Sunshine has arrived. Good morning to you, Miss Sunshine.
Good morning.
How you doing, girl?
I am reasonably well,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
Considering this morning.
Yeah.
I forgot a few
I like the
things.
way you connect with the camera, you know. You transmit life. You literally are the sunshine light. You transmit life. You just literally yeah.
Thanks.
You're now you're wearing pink and like you're just so full of energy, and we feel it, Debs.
That's good. Thank you.
Your awesome sources.
Thank you.
Debs,
so
what are
much.
your thoughts on which do you prefer? Energy drinks, fruit juice, smoothies, water, or you just like dry?
Oh, interesting. Okay. Not so much. I've never been an energy.
You've never been an energy drink. Nah, it tastes like petrol.
I don't know. I just something about that. I'm thinking, and I see people drinking it like
Yeah.
it's water, and
Chugging
I
away.
never really fancied it. Smoothies, I do like.
Okay.
I think it's a cross between like smoothies and water
Okay.
and juice. But
Okay.
then, all right, let me just be.
To Mike.
Yeah, let me be more specific then. I'm more of a juice person.
Okay.
Now, what I tend to do is water the juice down.
Okay.
Because I know it's very sweet.
Okay.
So
okay.
I might just, what I tend to do is put half a glass of juice and
Yeah.
then the other half
Okay.
it'll be water.
That's good.
Yeah,
I
because-
think that sounds good. Because I do that as well.
Yeah, because I know it's very sweet.
Yeah.
But you still want some juice. You know what I mean?
I
So-
think that's good. I think that's good for your palate as well. It says a lot about your palate because sometimes we're so full of sugar that we just we just want to be drinking like sugar, like but when you have a juice that's considered like to be a particular way,
Yeah.
then you dial it down with some water.
Yes.
That says a lot about the direction you're going in terms of your taste buds and your palate.
Yes, and my health, yeah, because I'm conscious, and I think everybody is so conscious of the fact that when you go to the shops, there's so much sugar in so many foods that you wouldn't even think. So for me, as I'm getting on
Yes.
in age, one has to be a bit more serious about what I consume. So definitely, I'm reading labels more, and I'm ensuring that more water is being incorporated into my diet.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, so this is quite interesting. So we have to choose our, I won't say choose our poison, but choose our method of hydration because we are getting a lot hotter here in the UK. And here's something to consider, right? Slide number 3. We're going to be talking about caffeine. All right, caffeine. That's an issue because you get caffeine in green tea, right? You do get a bit of caffeine. Oh, butter. Okay. All right. So we're gonna be talking about caffeine, all right? So you do get some caffeine in like green tea, you get in coffee, right? But then we got caffeine in energy drinks, and that's something that is highly promoted. Now, what is caffeine? Let's go back to the basics, because some of us hear the word, and some of these things are just buzzwords, right? But caffeine is a stimulant found naturally in coffee beans, tea leaves, excuse me,
Bless you.
cocoa,
Bless
one of our
you.
favorite things, cola nuts, and other plants. It can make people feel more alert for a period of time, but sensitivity varies from person to person. I don't think caffeine affects me. People talking about, sorry,
You got a cold. Bless you.
I'm good. People talk about caffeine, they can't go to sleep and everything like that. Caffeine, I don't think caffeine has any effect on me whatsoever, but it is a stimulant. I don't know, does it affect you, Debs?
If I do drink too much tea, because anybody that knows me, coffee is not my drink. So if I do drink too much cups of tea, then I tend to stay awake a bit more.
Okay, all right. What about you, Mama Sonia?
With tea?
Yeah.
Well, I do drink my green tea, and
Does it affect you, like the caffeine in it? Do you think it affects you?
No.
Because you're old school, you're hard as nails. All of us, like all the new generation, everyone's like soft and like, I mean, I feel hyper, because I smelt it, but you're like old school, the original A-team, anything, you're femme.
And me drinking mostly now, that ginger tea
Okay, yeah.
with black pepper.
And turmeric, is that the one?
No, that one has
Go
black
to a
pepper
close-up,
in it.
please.
Yes, yeah.
Oh,
So I'm really conscious of what I am doing regarding my health. Really conscious of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so it has a different effect on everybody. So caffeine does not create real energy like food does. It mainly blocks tiredness signals in the brain so you feel awake for a while. So caffeine is not fuel, it's just stimulation. Firstly, let's get that one out of the way. All right, EFSA says intake up to 400 milligrams per day do not raise safety concerns for healthy adults in the general population, except pregnant women. EFSA also says 100 milligrams close to bedtime may affect sleep during and patterns in some adults. All right, so there you have it. All right, it's not real fuel, it's a natural stimulant. So just be mindful. So coffee has 100 milligrams per cup. Tea has 40 milligrams per cup. Now remember, our guidance for an adult is 400 milligrams a day. Right, so if you had 4 coffees, you've already hit it. After a cup of coffee. A cola has 30 to 40 milligrams. Cocoa has 10 to 15, which is the healthier option. You know, energy drinks are like 80 to 160 milligrams of coffee in a 500 millimeter can.
You mean the caffeine?
The caffeine, sorry, caffeine in energy drinks.
Yeah.
So it's a deal. If you guys want these slides, let us know. I'll throw it in the Breakfast Show broadcast.
Please.
All right. So let's go to now. Here's where it gets interesting. All right. So let's go to what sugar does. All right, so you know when we're dealing with all of this, we have the sugar element. So sugar in drinks can be easy to over consume because it goes down quickly, and it just says too much sugar can contribute to weight gain, tooth decay. Adults should have no more than 30 grams of sugar a day. So let's go to slide number 4, please. All right, so this is the equivalent when we're talking about sugar. We know the dentist tells us from when we're children that too much sugar is not good. And when your teeth start falling out, you just attribute it to something that you've done with your teeth, right? So liquid sugar, this is how bad it is. Sugar is sneaky because you can drink a lot of it before your stomach realizes it has actually happened. So what liquid calories do? Liquid calories may not satisfy hunger in the same way solid food does. This is why sugary drinks, oversized smoothies, and sweetened coffee drinks can quietly add intake without making you feel full. So liquid calories go down fast, but they do not always tell your appetite we are done. Okay, so we're looking at the equivalent. So I was kind enough, Mama Sonia, she brought in some sugar cubes here. And basically, human beings, if we go open up, please. Human beings, if we're going to have the amount of sugar we should have in a day, we should have this. All right. Let's see if I got to my close-up camera. All right. So 7 cubes of sugar. 7.5, actually. All right. 7.5. So there we go. Okay. So look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 per day. If we do that, we're okay. Yeah. We're not making our body go too crazy and go sick, right? But then we have things like fruit juice, right? Say like 150 mils per day. So one smoothie bottle can have 3 times that, the standard amount, in a 150 ml guide. So for example, if it's 3 times, that means 7 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's 14.
Yep. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's 21.
21. 500 milliliter bottle of a smoothie.
Right.
Now, if you mix it with some green veg in your smoothie, it makes things better. But that's the kind of sugar that we're looking at in a smoothie.
Is that from the shop? Or
that's from the shop.
Yeah.
That's from the shop. But even if we're thinking about it, when the moment you take the fiber from a fruit, then we don't have anything to offset that sugar to go into our blood. Gosh, you're looking scared, Debs.
It's a lot of sugar. Yeah, just looking at it, I'm thinking, wow.
Right. Yeah. So that's in a smoothie. So that's 150. Sorry, not 500 mil. 150 mil smoothie, 3 times the amount of what we should have in a single bottle in a smoothie. Then guess what? Let's move over, as you can see the diagram, to Coca-Cola. 35 about 35 grams of sugar, which is about 2. So in a 30-gram bottle, so basically there's like double the amount of what we should have in a day in a single 330 ml can of Coca-Cola. Energy drinks, we're looking. So it seems like that. It seems like fruit juices have the most sugar when it comes to consumption. Literally, depending on the bottle. Yeah, 3 times 3 more. Energy drinks is like 1.8 times more, a 30-gram guide, and then we have 500 ml smoothie. Also, I think I exaggerated a bit. I think AI is betraying me a little bit. Yeah, but the idea is this: is that sugar, it just seeps straight into the blood. It seeps straight in there. So even though we do love our smoothies, I think what we're seeing today is that if we're gonna hydrate, we can't depend on a smoothie to hydrate us. Exactly. You know what I mean? Otherwise, we're going to have a whole heap of challenges. And even we got a message here from Miss Hazel, who's sharing her experiences in the NHS, dealing with people who love their smoothies and love their energy drinks. Yeah. So we're going to go into it in just a moment. Okay, so we're going to be talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly. But before we do, we got a message here from David, our Caribbean Christian. Let's see what David has to say over here in our Breakfast Show broadcast. Let's see what he did. So we did pose the question of what's your go-to when it comes to drinking something. There he is. Okay, he's got 2 of them. Okay, let's see what he has to say.
Good morning, Breakfast Show. It's a struggle for me to type in the live chat, so it's better for me to say it. I'm looking forward to learn on today's show. I hope everyone is blessed.
Thank you.
Good morning to everyone.
Thank you.
Big up to you, Robert, and Mama Sonia too. Grand rising to both of you.
Thank you.
All right.
God bless you. Let's see. Oh, he's got the main crux of it here. Yeah.
For the morning coffee question, I will have a drink with my dinner, but mostly during the day. If it's not hot chocolate in the morning, I'm drinking water mostly for the day.
Okay, all right. We're working it out. I wonder how many sugars you have in that hot chocolate, bro. Yeah, but we're trying to learn something we can become better. So we've literally just opened up our eyes, something that we consider to be healthy. Let's look at what is the content of what that thing is. So I've looked at. I know. I'm a bit suspicious about energy drinks. Okay, it overtakes us. It overdoes. Exceeds the amount we should have in terms of caffeine. All right, so that's not a good thing, and sometimes they pound on sugar as well. Then we have the smoothie, looks so innocent. There's even a brand called that, right? But then when we're looking at it now, we're seeing how much we should have in a day and how much sugar I'm actually getting from that healthy smoothie. I love smoothies, but it's something to consider. All right, we got some comments there in the live chat. Yeah, after B. David said I sent a voice note. Go ahead.
Okay, so Ezra's showing fire.
Hey, is that Ezra, did you say?
Yeah, Ezra from Plaster.
Oh, nice, Ezra. You awesome sources.
It's all right.
Yep.
That's not me, is it? and Ezra says, I definitely like...
100 grams of sugar.
100 grams of sugar. Okay. All right. Okay. Camille says sometimes I make my own. It's better. Yeah.
Smoothie.
So I was
at least you know what's in it. Yeah.
What's going in it.
Yeah,
and remember,
it still has sugar.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah.
And I remember Ronald gave me this really great analogy, because I remember one time I said, I'm going to go deep in health. I'm going to go deep. I'm going to have some strong smoothies. I'm going in. And I did my smoothies, and I realized that my belly started to turn into like a really, it was like swollen. It was like a pot. Yeah, it was like, boop. And I was like, this ain't right. It just little come back up. Like, it was so weird. It was such a strange sensation. And afterwards, when I spoke to Ronald, the nutritionist, on the breakfast show, he said, Struth, don't you know what it is? I was like, because he's Australian, right? Yeah. He goes, well, they did a study on 2 indigenous, tribes. One on one side of the island. My fingers are one on one side of the island eats meats and poultries, and the other side of the island, their main diet is fruits. And what did you find? They're very similar people, but the ones with the protein, they had a very strong and muscular stature. But the ones who ate mainly fruit, they all had pot bellies.
Oops.
Everybody had a pot belly. They all just walking around like they're 9 months ready.
Well, not even the children.
Probably even the children, you know what I'm saying? So that sugar there, it does have its impact even in the smoothie. So it's good to mix it up. A lot of people have said this with some green if you're going to go down that road, okay? But guys, we're going to sum up the good, the bad, and the ugly. Just for I had to bring that to you, just showing the difference. Caffeine and sugar and caffeine. Because we see something, we assume it's healthy, we assume it's good. Looking at the details, we can still overdo it very easily. That's the challenge, all right? And it can't be a day to day. So we're going to go for a very short time out right now. We're going to play some Brian's Beats this morning, all right? But here's a question, all right? Here's a question. Energy drinks, are they helping us perform or hiding deeper tiredness issues? Do you know what I mean? Is that drink that we're drinking, because we're not supposed to be tired like that. I know it's hot. I know you can feel sluggish, but just think about it. Are we using that energy drink to mask a deeper rooted problem? Maybe we're not resting as we should, and we're running on this stimulated caffeine to get by. But before the timeout, I left everyone with a question, and the question I asked is that basically, are energy drinks helping us perform or hiding deeper tiredness issues? And you were saying something very interesting during that period.
Yes. So during the break, what I have realized is that a lot of young people, like a lot of youths, what they'll do is if they're going through that exam period and then they want to stay up, they're trying to cram and stuff, they'll be like down in the energy drinks, and I'm thinking, I mean, as
like
I said,
it's standard procedure.
Yeah, or like it's like or they'll get packs. It's like they're ready because they're ready to like do a whole week of cramming, and they'll be just down in. I'm thinking that's not healthy, because to me it reminds me of like somebody that can't sleep and they need sleeping pills, or they need some kind of stimulant just to keep them
to get them function.
To keep them away. Yeah, and I find that it's a little bit.
It's like we said earlier in the beginning of the show. The danger is not always the drink itself.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's the size, the frequency, and the fact we chug it like water.
Yeah,
it's become normal. It's become part of our lifestyle. In the way that we consume it, which is a huge issue. And we're going to be going into this because are these things hiding a deeper rooted issue? I think you touched on it, Mama Sonia. You said it could probably be to do with our nutrition, but we're overdoing with caffeine, we're overdoing with sugar to function, right?
So and in focusing on that, they completely forget about the diet, the thing that really will support the system, So, and I think that something needs to be done. Actually, people need to be really aware of these boundaries. There has to be a boundary.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it's a quick fix for them.
It is.
It's a quick fix. Like, I've got to get this done, or I need energy to go and do this work. I've got to stay up. I've got to pay the bills, feed the family, or whatever. Just quick fix.
Absolutely. We got a comment there from the one and only Janet. Yeah. Oh, I miss her theme tune. Go ahead.
Yes. Janet says, what in the football anthem was that song? I'm not sure. Well, I don't know. I mean, I know the song, but yeah. And she says, because I have collagen in the mornings, I tend to make a smoothie with a banana, pineapple, and blueberry powder.
Ooh la la.
And she said, good morning. Is it safe to make veg smoothies?
Yeah, I mean, that's what we were saying, isn't it? That you have to mix it with some greens, not just all fruit. That's one way of managing it, And you know what? Here's the thing that I picked up. I think like ages ago when we did the breakfast show, we kind of touched on the subject with a nutritionist, and it's good to keep the fiber in there, because you want to strain it. You see these videos of people that they put this thing and they strain it so it's just pure juice. But it's like, I was someone that I would keep the fibers in there. It might be a bit thick, but I know that it's helping to mitigate the sugar content from going into my bloodstream. That's something that came to my mind. There's one other point there, she
said people may drink them just because they like them. Someone as someone once said, they drink it to get the cleaning done. I don't know if she's probably talking about the energy drinks.
Okay, yeah. So it's one of these. So look, we're going to look at something quite interesting right now, because we're going to go straight into the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Okay.
All right? We look at the good, the bad, and the ugly. We're going to go straight into this next slide, okay? And here we go. So let's go straight into smoothies. Okay, so slide number, I think it's 6, is it? Yeah, the good, the bad, the ugly. So here we go. So the good. So the good thing about smoothies is they can include fruit, so they will give nice flavor, right? It can include veg and protein, right? Oh wait, sorry, energy drinks. Sorry, let's go back. Sorry, energy drinks. I jumped the gun. Back one. That's it. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, so the good. So the quick alertness, great. Convenience. I went to Tesco just a bit, and I saw energy drinks for like 50p. You know, like normal, like if I want my ginger beer, that costs like nearly £1. My energy drinks 50p.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's going on? What they trying to do? What's going on with that? You know what I'm saying? So so just check Mama Sonia's things back on. Right. Oh, sorry, turn off. Okay. One more time. There we go. Thank you. All right. So temporary focus. It gives you temporary focus. A performance style feeling. A boost for tiredness, tired drivers, students, shift workers, like you said, Debs, or busy workers. Sometimes lower sugar or zero options as well. So there can be short-term alertness benefits. The question is, what is the cost and why do we need it so often? So the bad. Caffeine load. Some energy drinks contain high level of caffeines, as we said. A typical 500ml Monster Original Green is listed with 160 milligrams of caffeine. Fada! Sugar load. A 500ml around 11 grams sugar per 100ml would be about 55 grams of sugar in total, depending on the product and the market labeling. We only need 7 cubes? 30? Sleep disruption. EPSA says 100 mega. So you know what I'm saying? And also it's false energy. That's the bad. Energy drinks may mask poor sleep, dehydration, stress, weak meals, or overwork. This is the thing behind the energy drink. Now, who controls that? We do, right? Then let's go to the ugly. Children and teenagers. The UK government consultation proposes a ban on high caffeine energy drink sales to under 16s in England. They're proposing it, right? I think they were like, the alarm goes off when you go to Tesco and you buy an energy drink now, because
Really?
yeah, because people like just hooked on it. Mixing with alcohol. CDC says alcohol mixed with caffeine can make people drink more and can strengthen alcohol's effects. Concerns include high blood pressure, irregular heartbeat, and hyperhydration. Then we have daily dependence. If someone needs to drink every day to be themselves, it may expose a deeper lifestyle issues, like what you said. It's like, it's, you know, this that person says, I can't have fun at a party without alcohol. So clearly we need something to stimulate us to be happy. There's a deep underlying issue. So if you need a can to become yourself every day, the can is not the hero. It is a warning sign. Listeners, this goes to all of us, right? Alcohol warning. Caffeine may make you feel more awake, but it does not make you less drunk. For those of you who have family members, or maybe you yourself, you like to indulge, I think, let me just mix it a bit. The alcohol's still there. All right. So it's interesting, guys. It really is happening. And it, you know, we're going to be going through some numbers, because numbers can behave like strangers until we translate them, you know, just to kind of show you some of the equivalents. But before we do, let me show you the smoothie. All right, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So the smoothies, the good, can include fruit, can include a veg and protein, and it's an easy breakfast option. Easy, we love that. The bad, portion creep, if we start overdoing it. Juice-based sugar load, healthy halo, they call it, and too many extras. It's all about we start throwing all these other things in there. And then the ugly, oversized bottles. Look tempting, price looks good, but dessert disguised as health.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Replacing proper meals badly. You know, hence why it's good to put the greens in there too if you're gonna do something. You know what I mean? You can't just have all that fruit. And children normalizing sweet drinks. So a smoothie can be healthy, but not automatically. We have to be intentional, guys. All right. Now we're gonna go into it now. Literally, we're going to go for a very short time out once again, all right? But remember, 30 grams of sugar is what we should be having in a day. 30 grams, all right? Which is 7 cubes. So when we say 30 grams of free sugar, that sounds like a nutrition label number, but picture this. That is roughly 7 sugar cubes, or about 7.5 teaspoons of sugar. 7. This is what we should be having. 2, 4, 6, 7. Just that. Close up camera, please. Nice and wide. All right, 7. All right, like this. All right, if I put it in my hand, you can open it up bigger, please. All right, check this out. All right, so 7. Thank you. There we go. All right, that's it. All right, thank you. All right, so 7. That's what we should be doing in a day. Okay, close up, dude. 7 in a day. There we go. 7.
Yeah.
All right, that's what we should be doing in a day.
And you said 30 grams.
That's
30 grams, all right, in a day.
All right.
So if one cola is carrying around 35 grams of sugar, that's 9 teaspoons. That one drink is not just joined to your daily sugar budget, it basically spent all of it.
Yeah. You've exceeded.
You've
yeah.
exceeded it already, all right? And smoothies need the same honesty. The guidance for fruit juice and smoothies is around 150 mils a day, a small glass. So when we pick up a 500 ml bottle and chug it, it looks healthy. That is more than 3 times the small glass guide. So 30 grams, 7 sugar cubes. It looks very different when we compare it to what's in that bottle. So if you would not spoon nearly 14 teaspoons of sugar into a glass, ask why it feels normal when it comes ready made. Yeah. If I wouldn't,
That's it. Yeah.
in a glass, 14 of them, why is it okay when it's already made into a bottle and it looks colourful?
People don't read labels, do
We don't read labels.
They look at it. It looks like it's a nice colour. They see the bits in it, and they see how healthy it says it is. So then people are like, yeah, I want to be healthy. But they're not looking at how much sugar per grams. That's it.
We're gonna have to be really intentional, guys.
Yes.
We're gonna have to, and I think we're gonna have to love water a bit more.
Yeah.
Mama Sonia's leading the way on that one. So look, guys. So we're doing it. You, keep an eye on there. Yeah. So here's the thing. Smoothies are they genuinely healthy, or can they become dessert wearing a wellness badge? Is that's something to consider? Are smoothies genuinely healthy, or they are just desserts wearing a wellness badge?
Masquerading.
Yes. Not to say there's not good things in there. They are, but when we're looking at the sugar content, it's much to be desired.
Yeah.
We've got a message here from Selena Green. Selena Green goes on to say, my favorite drink is sparkling water. 2 nights ago, I drank sparkling water with freshly squeezed lime and woke up with a flat stomach. Can someone explain this? I have no idea.
Read that again for me,
So she
please.
says, my favorite drink is sparkling water. 2 nights ago, I drank sparkling water with freshly squeezed lime and woke up with a flat stomach. Can someone explain this to me? Explain this. Lots of laugh. I don't know. I have no idea. I would think that if you're having sparkling water, it's going to give you gas, right? You know what I'm saying? You know the opposite happens. I don't know if a combination of the lime. I'm going to have to throw it to one of our nutritionist guys to see if they have something to, or maybe you did some intermittent fasting. You probably ate a couple of hours before, and because of the heat, your body just.
And the lime, lemon and lime is a cleanser anyway.
Yeah, so
cut fat, so.
That's interesting. That's very interesting. Let's have a look at. We've got Shazad Tyler on the field out there today, working hard, my man. That's him right there on the screen. And he's saying bad heat, bad heat. My guy, all right, and literally just keeping us aware, keeping us in the fold. And I think he had 2 drinks there, some bottles, So there's his drinks. He's got his water and he's got his Lucozade. Everyone's trying to stay hydrated, man. Everyone's doing their part, and we're just bringing these ideas not to say, look, let's make things more difficult for you, but just so that we can know what we're putting into our bodies. Because the worst thing is when things start going wrong and we're not getting the results that we want, we start to feel very sad about that. That's not really nice, is it, Debs?
it's not, because you want to make progress, don't you? So
Absolutely. And now I'd just like to play video number 1, please. This is from Tips Cost of Living Crisis. Okay. At Tips Cost of Living Crisis, they've done a really, really good job, actually. This is from Bella Muyunga, one of our Breakfast Show faithfuls from Manchester. Was that number 1? Did I put that as number 1? Let's have a look. No, that's number 1. Yeah. So the budget heatwave salad for this. Hopefully, this will help all of you. And check this out.
okay.
Energy drinks deliver a quick rush of caffeine and sugar.
That's not number 1. The one with the fruit
Okay.
and the watermelon. Thank you.
How to make a budget heatwave salad. First of all, get yourself a mini melon, £1.89 from Aldi. Then a cucumber, 69p. Some Greek-style salad cheese, 85p. Fresh mint, 50p. And some lemon juice, 69p. We're only going to use half the watermelon, so cut that in half and then dice it into little square pieces. Dice half a cucumber and half a block of cheese as well. Wash your fresh mint and then put it all into a bowl. The ingredients cost me £4.50, but I'm using less than half, so it's less than £2 this. So you add your mint and then a bit of olive oil if you've got it, and then some lemon juice as well. And also add some sea salt and a bit of pepper. Then gently mix it up and careful not to break up the watermelon. As you can see, it's coming along nicely. First time I've ever made this, but it looks delicious. So after I've mixed it up, I plate it up. And you've now got watermelon salad. And these are some of the best foods you can eat in a heat wave because of the high water level. Yeah. And each dish costs less than £1 to make. A tasty bargain.
All right, what do you think of that, Mama Sonia?
I can't hardly hear it, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe your thing's not plugged in. But from what you saw, he's using watermelon, he's putting cucumber, some leaves, some salad. And cheese. What do you guys think?
I like the salad. I don't know about the cheese so much, unless it was like a proper green salad. But I think everything else, minus the cheese.
All right. So that was Tips Cost of Living Crisis. Everyone's trying to stay warm. There's nothing better you can do than eat, super hydrated foods that will hydrate you nicely. You know what I mean? Why not pack that into a little container, try to keep it cold? I think you're going to be in for a nice, something very nice. All right. And also have a look at this. We've got this clip here. And this is just talking about caffeine, which we touched on earlier. Have a look at this, guys. Check this out.
Red Bull enters bloodstream rapidly. Caffeine spreads. Organs activate. Body shifts into alert mode. Stomach churns Red Bull. Acids break it down. Pancreas releases insulin-controlling sugar surge. Heart rate increases as caffeine stimulates circulation, pumping blood faster throughout entire body system. Caffeine blocks adenosine receptors, boosting alertness, increasing focus, triggering temporary dopamine release surge. Liver processes sugar and caffeine, converting glucose into energy or storing excess as fat. Kidneys filter caffeine quickly, increasing urine output, flushing water and essential electrolytes out. Cells produce ATP using glucose, delivering quick energy boost, followed by potential energy crash. Caffeine triggers adrenaline release, activating fight or flight response, increasing alertness and internal stress levels. Follow me and I will give you useful guidelines for your body every day.
Powerful. So look, that's caffeine, just touching that, and usually we just see 40p in the shop round the corner, but there's so many biological factors that are impacted just by ingesting the caffeine. And talking about these biological factors, we've got a audio here from Miss Hazel, who's actually sharing with us some experiences she's had. She's an NHS staff. She's been in there for like 36 years. So she's actually sent us a nice voice note to kind of explain to us what she's actually been experiencing. So like now, summer's coming, they are gearing up because they know some things are going to happen to people. So let's have a listen to this.
Hi, Robert. Just picked up your message. With regards to the smoothies and the high sugar that we mentioned, it's all okay for those of us that don't have health conditions. But I have witnessed diabetics having lots of smoothies and then getting hypo or hyper one way or the other. Their blood sugars spike and goes up and down can cause all sorts of problems and unwellness, and their blood sugar levels have to be stabilized, etc. So that in itself is really terrible, and as we know, diabetes can lead to serious ill effects on health and life itself. In a similar way, with regards to the energy drinks, occasionally energy drinks is okay, but we must note it contains high level of caffeine, which sometimes people don't realize or certainly ignore. And the effects of long-term use of energy drinks can lead to irritability and cause cardiac palpitations. It can affect the brain in terms of concentration, etc., etc. And as we know, caffeine is very addictive, isn't it? Addiction leads to all sorts of ills. So it's a long issue. It doesn't happen night to day, but on a long-term basis, it does. And interestingly, amongst young people, it's a real challenge with young people coming into the ED with cardiac problems, abnormal heart rhythms, palpitations, etc., chest-type pains. And you're thinking, young people don't get cardiac problems or chest pains or heart attacks in the same way as an adult person or older person. But young people having a lot of energy drinks is also another common thing, and can be quite worrying also. Okay, all the best. Bye.
All right, so there you go, young people with heart palpitations. Now that wasn't happening 10 years ago, right? To the extent that Miss Hazel's talking about. But you can see we've got new things in the market, new things people have access to, and new things that we consider to be normal. Just the beverage that I'm consuming during the high heat, which is quite interesting. I've got some myths to bust. Oh, you got some comments there?
Yeah, there's quite a few.
Yeah.
Referring back to what Selena Green was talking about, the sparkling water.
Yeah.
Actually, Ezra says, disgusting.
Yes.
Sparkling water. She said, I might need to try it despite my hatred for sparkling water.
Oh, father, yeah.
And then Janet says, can you imagine sparkling water and lime and for a flat stomach? Selena is an influencer.
She is, yeah.
So everyone's going to go out and buy sparkling water now, expecting a miracle. And then Ezra's laughing. He said, ill first, ask chat. Got if it's... Oh, chat, is it Chat GPT, I think she meant to say. So ask first if it's worth it. Yeah, that's it, yeah, GPT. And then Janet says, yes, it does. That does, doesn't it?
We're all working things out together. I love this breakfast show, family. All right, so guys, let me give you a few. Let's bust a few myths right now. All right, we'll bust a few myths because when it comes to beverages, there's some things that we have in our head that might not be true. And the myth one that we have is energy drinks are just like coffee. So instead of drinking coffee, I'll have an energy drink instead. Have you heard that one? I thought about that a few times. Like, it's caffeine, because you see caffeine, high alert, right?
So they're using it as an alternative, like to say, oh yeah, I'm being healthy.
Yeah.
But, but the same, it's still like a vicious circle.
So the reality is, coffee contains caffeine, but energy drinks can combine caffeine with sugar, acidity, flavoring, large serving size, and performance marketing. You know what I mean? So you got all that stuff in it. Myth number 2, zero sugar means no problem. Reality, zero sugar reduces the sugar issue, but it does not remove caffeine, sleep timing, stimulant dependence, or habit concerns. Myth 3, smoothies are always healthy. Some are helpful, that's the reality. Some are oversized, juice-based, sugar-heavy, and low in protein or fiber. I touched on that earlier. Need that fiber to help reduce the output of the sugar into our blood. The fiber is really important. Number 4. Pardon, by the way, I'm not a doctor or a nutritionist. By the way, I'm just a robust presenter, interested in certain subjects, and I like to present it to you guys for us to make some interesting thoughts, have some interesting thoughts and decisions. Myth number 4, natural sugar does not count. Whole fruit is different because fiber and structure matters. There it is again. But fruit juice and smoothies count in free sugar guidance. But fruit juice and smoothies count in free sugar guidance. So we have to take into consideration, right? Natural does not mean unlimited. Now, if it gives me 5, if it gives me energy, it must be good for me. Reality, stimulation is not the same as nourishment.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
Drop
it.
it.
That's
Drop
it.
it.
That's it.
A boost is not always a benefit. Sometimes it is a bill delayed until later.
Yeah, these things have a way of biting you in the butt.
Yeah. Put your arm on. Okay, guys. So here's a question. I'm going to come to you the next thing, right? Because we're going to be having a little bit of a question time. All right. Oh gosh, I forgot the myth. Let me just show you quickly the Mythbuster. Yeah, just to show you very quickly. Look at me just reading away. So slide number 7. Just show it quickly. If you want this slide, all right. This is the Mythbuster slide. Definitely.
Yes, please.
We can definitely share that with you. Yeah, just show it on the screen briefly. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
that would be good.
Yeah, and
add to
that
the broadcast,
just kind of, and so we can kind of just kind of stay grounded and know that, these things do affect us. All right. Yeah. So if we just go to slide number 8, okay, I've got a quiz for you guys, and I want to see if you can get any of them right. Okay. So let's go into some quiz music. I've got 7 questions for you. All right. You can type it in the live chat and see how many you get correct. Are you guys ready for this? Here we go. Let's have some fun with this. All right. Okay. So it goes like this. Question number 1: adult sugar limit. NHS says adults should have no more than how much free sugar per day? Is it A, 15 grams, B, 30 grams, C, 50 grams, or D, 75 grams? All right. A, 15 grams, B, 30 grams, C, 50 grams, or D, 75 grams. The adult sugar limit. All right, we're going for it today. That is a whole day, not just breakfast, okay? This is something to consider, all right? Okay, now, question number 2. Coca-Cola sugar surprise. A 330ml can of Coca-Cola originally contains about how much sugar? A, 12 grams, B, 20 grams, C, 35 grams, or D, 50 grams?
Say that again, please.
All right. A 330ml can of Coca-Cola original contains about how much sugar? A, 12 grams, B, 20 grams, C, 35 grams, or D, 50 grams? Remember, the total per day is supposed to be 30 grams per adult, right? All right, put your answers there. I'm going to just give you the answer straight away before we move on, all right? So if you got question 1, if you answered A, you would have been wrong. If you answered D, you would have been super wrong because the correct answer would have been B.
Yes,
all right.
right.
Question number 2, out of 330ml Coca-Cola, how much sugar does it contain? The correct answer is C, yes. 35 grams. That one can already take you above the NHS adult free guidelines. Straight away, just one can. Question number 3, smoothie and juice daily. NHS guidance says fruit juice and smoothies should be limited to a combined total of A, 150 mils per day, B, 300 mils per day, C, 500 mils per day, or D, unlimited if it is fruit. All right, NHS guidance says fruit juice and smoothies should be limited to a combined total of 150 mils per day, A, B, 300 mils per day, C, 500 mils per day, or D, unlimited. It's fruit, man. Just have as much as you like. If you answered
3.
Because I'm so used to seeing them on the screen because I'm very
yeah. All right. So,
okay.
Absolutely, we're aware. The correct answer on that one would be A. All right, so fruit is good, but drinking fruit is not the same as eating fruit. Question number 4, caffeine and sleep. EFSA says a single caffeine dose close to bedtime may affect sleep in some adults so a single caffeine dose close to bedtime may affect sleep in some adults is A, 20 milligrams, B, 50 milligrams, C, 100 milligrams, or D, 300 milligrams. Which of these, keep the music going, it's okay. It's okay, you can keep the music going. Which one do you think it is? A, 20 milligrams, 50 milligrams, 100 milligrams, or 300 milligrams? If you answered C, that would be the correct answer. All right, so that evening boost might become tomorrow's morning tiredness. All right, guys. So see how you're going. We're going at it right now. We're dropping those questions just to see what we picked up today. I'm going to put that in the live chat so you can test yourself so that we can make sure that we are aware of what we're doing. All right. Now, bear in mind, zero sugar may remove one problem, but it does not remove every problem. There might be something else that might be going on. All right. So we're going to get ready to wrap up the show right now. I've had lots of fun today, and I've hoped we've brought a lot more awareness in terms of energy drinks and smoothies, you know, for us to be a bit more concerned, a bit more mindful.
And yes, and we should, as individuals, focus on our health. We may be taking this believing that everything is all right, but we should see our GP and get our blood test done to see that things are all right.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, exactly. So make sure the GP is your best friend.
Yes.
All right. And also, we're going to give you this slide coming up when we leave and finish the program, which will be better choices and practical tools, which will give you some nice, you can show it on the screen, which will give you some nice options, some nice, safer options to try out and things to consider. Yep. Dude, next slide. Just thank you. That's good. I thought it would have been on there already. We mentioned it when we were starting. All right, so we're going to be having this slide for us there, and we're going to be sharing it with you guys, okay, for you to consider some better options and safer swaps. So energy drinks and smoothies are not automatically evil. The problem is when we stop treating them as occasional tools and start treating them as everyday solutions. Energy drinks can provide quick alertness, but they can also bring caffeine overload, sugar, poor sleep crashes, and dependence patterns. Smoothies can help us include fruit, vegetables, and nutrients, but they can also become oversized liquid sugar if we do not check what is inside. So guys, let's be careful. Let's try our best. You know, let's do a 7-day drink check challenge. You know what I mean? For the next 7 days, check every drink before you drink it. Have a look, ask questions, and for sure, I'm sure it will benefit you a whole load. Guys, it's been great being with you. Go on, Debs.
Yeah, so Shazad was just saying that he said the sugar in pre-workout is insane. It said made me feel like I was having a heart attack. He said the sugar was too high, and even Janet said that one time she said she was tired on Saturday morning, went to 7 a.m. service and didn't even think that that she'd make it to the battalion service, but she went to McDonald's, had a mocha, and everything was okay. So it's fine. Yeah, Anonymous says 0 sugars, yes, but there are sweeteners. So yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So look, just bear that in mind. Let's be the change that we want to see. And it's been great. Tomorrow we're going to have a Relationship Power Thursday, same breakfast show time, 7 a.m. with 30 minutes of Brian's Beats. And we're going to be going into it for a relationship life. It's going to be awesome. All right, here on Liberty Radio. Until then, you guys are great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Until
it's
next
a pleasure to be here.
Yeah.
Ciao for now, guys.
Ciao.
I really hope you enjoyed this episode of the program. We have a lot more episodes covering a lot more themes on The Breakfast Show. And guess what? Your experience can be even deeper and more interactive because we are live weekdays from Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on libertyradio.co.uk. On that Liberty Radio platform, we have a whole host of other inspirational material. As well as that, we have our breakfast show in the mornings. Check it out. There's a live chat, there's a video feed, and you can get up to date on all the breakfast show antics and fun, vim, excitement, and all that kind of crazy stuff that we love to enjoy. This is Robbie here, Robust Presenter, and I hope to see you live and enjoy the next one.